And George, what he did say is he does want this new approach with Iran. And I wonder if, we used to hear at the beginning of the Iraq War that the road to Jerusalem runs through Baghdad. Does it now run through Tehran? And does some kind of an accommodation with Tehran have to precede any hope for a deal in the Middle East?
I hope not, because I think an accommodation with Iran is not likely. But beyond that, I don't think it would make a particle of difference to the safety of Israel. The problem isn't that Israel is being provocative. The problem is that Israel's being is provocative to a bunch of armed people who want it to go away, and Israel won't.
Yeah, I think we've been through a 40-year self-delusion, which was perpetuated today. Hamas is pretty straight. It's not a question about respect or not respect. Hamas has a clear position: destroy Israel. The Iranians in the last few weeks have almost certainly subsidized Syria in getting some 17 terrorists into Bahrain, where they were arrested before they could disrupt the pro-American government. An Iranian leader in the last 3 days has called for killing, in effect in symbolic language, killing both Mubarak and Abdullah, the leaders of Egypt and Jordan. The Iranians are quite sincere in what they say. They're quite clear in what they say. They've been saying it now since 1979. They want to drive us out of the Middle East, eliminate Israel, and create essentially a Shia-dominated system with Iran at its center. Hamas has a narrower view. They just want to eliminate Israel. They don't care much about the other things. And so you say, let's have a conversation. And they say, terrific, we'd like to eliminate Israel. You say, okay, now that we're having a conversation, let's have respect for each other. They say, terrific, we'd like to destroy Israel. And the Israelis, frankly, are being feckless in their response. Going in there temporarily for a short period of time, the Israelis have indicated clearly, this area has forfeited the right to any form of self-government for the near future.
Well, they're indicating now that this could go on for some time, though.
No, but they need to be determined. There's a difference between saying, we didn't say to the Nazis, gosh, we're a little irritated by the Third Reich, and we think we should negotiate for a while. We basically said, we're going to eliminate your right to exist. Hamas as a system starts every morning with a simple predicate. We exist for the purpose of destroying Israel. Now, at some point, you've got to decide, and this goes back to what Tom wrote about brilliantly in From Beirut to Jerusalem. These are Hama rules. These people intend to kill each other, and what we do is we drag it out by intervening long enough to have a ceasefire so they can rearm, so they can kill each other with more sophisticated weapons in the next round.
So, Tom, what I'm hearing around the table is a council of despair.
It is a pretty despairing moment, and I think that the only way we're going to break out of it is, to Newt's point, this is a war. Both sides are really in it to the death right now. I mean, Hamas and Israel. But I don't want to see Israel, spend the rest of its days occupying Gaza and occupying the West Bank. That is not good for Israel. It is not good for Israel. Not good for Palestinians. But I'm saying that if we're going to avoid that, George, we're going to have to think of totally different, radically different kind of solutions.
George,